great anticipation.
Timeout called, the Nets. Here is Edwards. To the inside. Jackson. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Leonard with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up. Nets passing it around. Here's Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Nets leading by 9. Here's Reed. Fires the 3. Edwards with confidence.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And Miami has possession. And it's Williamson missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
There's Miller with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. On the wing, Mitchell. Still without a basket. Buries the long-range jumper.
Hey man, everybody stand up if you ever had your back against the wall and had to fight back. It's your anthem. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of views. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here we go. And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Petrovic. Outside Porter. From behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
A true sniper from long range. Porter Jr. with a nice stroke on that shot.
Here's Pippen. 4-3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Petrovic. Pass to Cunningham. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, an encouraging sign. When Cunningham is dialed in from deep, he's dangerous.
Ben Carroll the screen. To the inside. The rebound by Duncan. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the 76ers. It's a three-point game. Pass to Duncan. Over Ben Carroll. Misses the baby hook. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. From the arc. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Petrovic. They set the screen. Drives to the hoop. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Cunningham outside. Driving inside. Banked it in off the glass. Cunningham's got 5.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
And finished off by Bull.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
To the middle. Here's Bull. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Bull's got his second bucket of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Puts up a 3. And that one is stuffed right through.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Here's Pippen. And a miss there on the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Porter. Jacks up a 3. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Ewing. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Brooklyn trails by 9. Pass to George. Cunningham outside. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Bull.
It's really easy for Bull to throw it down. Man, I'm a little jealous, especially with these creaky knees that I've got. I don't even think I could dunk in my dreams.
Cunningham outside. With 2 seconds left. George with the block. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia on top. Up by 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They're also doing a really good job on the offensive boards, bagging their own groceries, doing whatever it takes to get those second chance points.
And finished off by Bull.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
McGee a screen. Down low. Brooklyn pulls it in. And here's Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by Barrett. Here's Petrovic. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn trails by 5. Here's Cunningham. On the take. Ooh, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Pass to Booker. And Booker cash on the 3.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Pippen. Booker defending. To the paint. Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Now here's McGee. Shot from the top of the key. And they'll get another chance. Brooklyn with the ball. Trailing by 8. Inside. Here's Bowl. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Bowles got 10 points in the game.
Yes, sirree. Feed Bowl inside, and he'll reward you.
Pass to Morrison. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. It's blocked.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
There's a screen by Bowl. Pippen, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Right side Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Bowl.
How are you even supposed to shoot over Bowl? Insane length.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Morrison. McGee a screen. An open look for Booker. Philadelphia with another miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
And the basket by Pippen.
Pippen with a really confident-looking stroke, taking full advantage of the short corner three.
Here's Petrovic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. He buries it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's George on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Pippen. Offensive rebound. Philadelphia leading by 3. For 3, Booker. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one.
20 foul. Morrison. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left in the second period. Picked by Williamson. To the paint. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Number 12.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top, up by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
26. The visiting team, 23.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Brooklyn trails by 3. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. Got Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And Williamson throws it down.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Blocking foul called on Zion Williamson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. To the middle. Here's Ewing. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Ewing's got 5 points.
Very self-confident in the paint. Ewing excels at scoring close to the hoop.
Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Pass to Cunningham. They grab their own miss. Now Porter from downtown.
Incredibly versatile at the defensive end. Kawhi Leonard can lock you down.
Here's Reed. Leonard outside. Now Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Goes up again. Bogut pulls it in.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And here's Porter outside. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
That time you saw how Leonard surveyed the floor and found the guy with the best look.
Philadelphia trails by 4. Here's Ewing. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Now here's Williamson. He has 6. Here's Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Reed's got 6.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's the pick. Porter from outside. And they recover it. Here's Cunningham. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Edwards. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
No one around him. He makes the shot harder than it has to be.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. 27 seconds left in the third quarter here. Outside Porter. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Bogut. The 3 from Barnes. Leonard pulls down the board. Here's Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Barnes. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn out in front, leading by 4. And don't go away. We'll 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Philadelphia trails by 4. And here's Booker. Pulls it from the top of the key. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the inside. Blocked!
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Back to Booker. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
They set a pick. Pass to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Duncan. Kicks it out to Barrett. 5 on the clock. Here's Petrovic. Out to the wing. To take the lead. Sengaila's shot is off. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. Pass to Pippen. Ben Carroll the screen. Here's Pippen. Tries it from the top of the key. And it goes straight through with a swish.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Booker for 3. There's the screen. Second chance effort. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Duncan. Rejected by Bull. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Shot clock at 3. Booker for 3.
Look at how Pippen uses his length, those long arms, and his quickness to smother the shooter. Good contest.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
There's a screen by Bull. Inside. And finished off by Bull.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And down it goes. 2 points. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Pippen. There's the 3. A rebound by Duncan. Now Booker. Here's the 3. Booker missing again. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hold. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's a screen. Booker with it. Guarded now by Bull.
Boy, this team relies on and leans into Ewing to deliver in big moments. Not letting them down there. No sirree. Patrick getting it done. Not as easy as people think it is to keep your focus when there's so much riding on these free throws. Excellent work in the clutch.
Timeout Nets. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Cunningham. To the middle. Money!
And once Bowl gets going, catches fire, he stays with it, which is bad news for the opponent.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Booker with it. Here's Ewing. And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And here's Edwards. Ben Carroll the screen. Launches a three. Barnes with the rebound. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Porter. Releases. Yep, right through the net.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Ben Carroll the screen. It's Edwards on the wing. Inside. Hello, Ben Carroll flushing it home.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Booker. Over Edwards. Booker can't get it to go.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
To the paint. Here's Bowl. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bowl. And it's in.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Booker with it. Guarded now by Bowl. Off the mark there with a three.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now Edwards. Ben Carroll the screen. Oh, sweet move. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Outside for Porter. Cash! And that one brings them within 1. And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot three. So I think it's got to be an alley-oop that draws the and one potentially. Crazy scenario right here.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
So we see Brooklyn get the win here. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime,